Hello, live with Archie Luxury. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Today we've got a very special treat. This is a paid review with Clive. These are $50 US. $50 US. Special treat. And I'll just read you the I will read you the request here. Okay, this is what happened. Dear Archie, would like to get a watch review of my collection. Now, I think I might be a good idea if I show that on the screen. What do you think, Clive? You can have a look here.
Sure.
At the screen. Let's have a look. Let's get this baby up. Get this baby pumping. Here we go. We'll just see if you can see it now. You can see it now, Clive.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, okay. He goes, would like to do a watch review. Each watch was bought used or, he says, unworn. I don't know what he means by that. But anyhow, was bought used. Other than the Seiko, which will be replaced next year, I have worked my butt off for the last 10 years after opening a construction business and have become fairly successful with it. I have been fortunate enough to fulfill my dream of owning a Rolex and now a few of them. Hard work has paid off. Here is my list of watches for you to review, included with PayPal, $50 US. And let's go through the list. He's got a number one, a Rolex Datejust 116234. So that's a fairly new, that's a current model, the 36mm Datejust. Number two, Rolex GMT Pepsi 16710. That's from 1993. Number three, Rolex Hulk 116610 LV. He's then got a Omega DeVille Prestige. He's then got an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. He's then got a Seiko SARB 035. Needs to be replaced. First watch bought when I started. I don't mind the look of it, by the way, I must say. And he's also got a Seagull 1963 Air Force watch, not pictured. Let me know what you think. And if possible, could you do a review with Clive? Thanks, Kevin. So I've actually done a video response to this by myself, but I would like to give him double whammy. So we'll do two reviews. I've already done a review, but I'd like you to come here and tell me what you think. I think this is a fabulous collection. I really like it.
Absolutely.
The only thing I hate is that Omega DeVille.
I'm a little ambivalent about it, and likewise, I'm a little lukewarm about the Seiko. I'd like to see the military watch, quite frankly, but too bad we don't have a picture of it.
Yeah. Too bad. That's just how life is, I'm afraid, Clive. So I got to tell you. Well, what do you think? Well, you tell me. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on this collection.
Well, the guy's actually. I mean, it's kind of a nice. It's a nice overall mix. He has a new Datejust with a stainless steel white dial with a Buckley-esque Roman numerals, and that's surprisingly youth oriented, really. Usually it's younger people buying those, but lovely piece. He also got in the classic 36, so can't really go wrong with that. And I also like the fact that it's on the oyster bracelet, makes it a little bit more sporty and vigorous, youthful. Now I did,
yeah, I'd agree with you there.
Now I did see one of those actually, though, with the same thing, except it was a two-tone, so it had a gold smooth bezel, and of course the two-tone bracelet and the numbers in the hands were gold. And that thing really, I mean, you don't think it would really be that impressive, but I actually really liked that one as well, especially with the smooth gold bezel. GMT Pepsi, that's a girl watch. I'd love to have that one myself. Wow.
Clyde, keep going. I got to tell you, the only thing I can't stand is the Omega DeVille. I actually love this entire collection. He's got the Datejust. Now, he's not only got the Datejust, but he's got it on the Oyster bracelet, which I think looks stunning. It gives it a much more sporty look. And he's got my favorite dial, white dial with Romans. It just pops. The Pepsi is amazing. That's a beautiful piece. They really are fantastic. That's a great piece.
A 93, that'd be a GMT Master 2, I think, at that age, right?
Yes, I think you're right. Either
way,
it's a great piece. It's a six. The model reference is 16710. I love the ceramic sub, the Hulk. I love the Speedy, and I got to tell you, you know, that Seiko. I don't know if you know much about these SARB 035s. These are you can buy these for about $300 to $400 on some of the watch sites. Okay, so it's not a high end. It's not as good as a Presage. Like Seiko's got a sort of a tiered system where Grand Seiko's at the top. You've then underneath Grand Seiko you got Presage. This is kind of entry level, but I got to tell you, this is a 38 mil automatic Seiko. I kind of like the look of it because he's got the Datejust as his Rolex. He's saying to me he wants to get rid of it. Needs to be replaced. First watch bought when I started. I think I would keep it. I think it's not a bad piece as a beater. It's a beater. Come on.
Well, that's what I was about to say, because he works in construction. Do you really want to take a Rolex watch to a construction site?
Well, I don't think, looking at the condition of all these pieces, they look spectacular. But I wouldn't treat the Seiko like shit. I still think that's I still think there's a place for that Seiko. I wouldn't just flip it. I reckon for a couple $100, just keep it. Just keep it. What do you think?
Well, it depends if it has sentimental value or not.
The only thing I want to...
If he's fallen out of love with it, then get something he loves.
But it's only a couple $100, Clive. 200. What are you going to get secondhand for this piece here? You can buy them on eBay, $300 to $400 US.
But he could probably doesn't necessarily mean he's going to get another $300 watch. He might get another Rolex or a Patek.
Yeah, but it's not worth selling. This is a great beater. I reckon get rid of that ugly Omega DeVille. That is ugly. That's ugly.
What is it? Steel, I guess.
Which one? The DeVille?
Right.
Yeah, I think so. It'd have to be steel. But I don't like it. I don't like it. That's just the only thing that stands out as a sore thumb. I even like the Seiko. That's what I'm saying. I like the Seiko. I'd be flicking the bloody Omega. And I think he's got all his bases covered. He's got a dress watch in the Datejust. He's got a GMT watch in the GMT. He's got a diver in the Hulk. And he's got a bloody chronograph in the Speedmaster Man on the Moon. I mean, he's got all his bases covered. Then he's got a beater. I mean,
or he could stick with Rolex and get something casual, maybe just an Oyster Perpetual, 39 millimeter.
I think he's got that with the Datejust. Why would you want to do that? You got the Datejust has got a date, and it's on an Oyster bracelet. Why would you want to do that? I think he's got his bases covered. I honestly, I look at this photo. I got to tell you, Clive. Sometimes I get a lot of rich people out there, and they say to me, "Oh, what do you think?" And you can tell that these people they've gotten into watches, they've got money, and they've gone and just bought something spectacular. But I got to tell you, Clive, this guy here, I mean, I can see the love in his collection. He's worked hard. Construction's not easy.
No,
it's a tough game.
Young man's game, especially, yeah.
So
work construction, the older you are, the tougher you have to be.
Yes. So I would really say to you, Clive, I think this is really a great collection. I love it. I really love it, not because it's some rich guy who's just discovered discovered that his platinum Visa card has no limit. This is someone who's gone and said, hey, let's buy this, slowly built it up. I can see the struggle. I can see the tears in his eyes with this collection.
Yeah, but we also don't know how he's going to use it, though. I mean, I kind of like the fact that, I mean, I love the Pepsi. The Hulk is, I mean, Hulk's okay. I mean, it's not my favorite. It's the Submariner for people that just don't want to have the same Submariner as everybody else. But
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It looks okay.
No,
it's okay.
No, I could see it's a perfectly viable alternative, because that way, if you're going to get a ceramic Submariner, you don't want to get the same one that everybody else has. But there's something missing. I can't put my finger on it.
Does he need some sort of dress watch?
But you also said the Datejust covers that, and I don't think the Datejust can be either casual and dressy at the same time. And keep in mind that Datejust, well, okay, because the Datejust is on the more casual side, it's on the sporty side.
Well, when I say as a dress watch, the Datejust is the equivalent of a suit. Maybe a suit without a tie, whereas a Patek would be a tuxedo. They're both dress occasion. They're both dress, just the different level of dress. I think I love his collection, Clive. I really do love his collection. And
I'm just thinking, is there a way for him to get a blue dial in there? You know, I love the blue.
Yeah, fair point. A blue dial. Okay, let me just absorb that in a little bit. Clive, out of 10, what would you give this collection? What do you think? Tell me.
Oh, an 8 easy. Easy 8.
And
easy.
He's got a bit of money. This is, you can see that this is not a cheap collection. This is a lifetime's work, isn't it, really? You can see that. And you can see the way he's put the watch. Do you notice how straight they are in this watch display box?
Right.
He's put them in. He's photographed them. He's taken great care. He loves these things.
And it's got a nice kind of mixture of, but maybe something vintage, a little bit more vintagey. Because
I was going to say I'd love to see a reverso in it. A big reverso, not a just a. You got to be careful with the reversos. Maybe a master control, a Jaeger-LeCoultre master control, to have something with a moon phase on it, something like that. What do you reckon?
Well, but blue. I also think something with a blue dial. Maybe a. Of course, if he has a bluesy sub, either two-tone or precious metals, and that throws off the balance, because then you'd have two subs.
I kind of like the white metal, the steel. I like the steel.
How about the, well, it's a brand new piece. Maybe eventually get a steel Sky Dweller with a blue dial, stainless steel.
Well, yeah, that could pop. That could be the ultimate grail piece. Okay.
And then that would be higher. I mean, and he doesn't have to run out and get it right now, but you know, if he's good enough to be working construction, he's probably in pretty decent health. Maybe wait a couple of years for them to start hitting the used market.
Yes, fair point. I love this collection. I think he's got all the bases ticked there. I tell you honestly, I would
maybe a Yachtmaster with the blue dial. I'm not wild about the Yachtmaster. I'm just trying to think outside the box.
Yeah. He could also go Milgauss. They've got a blue dial, haven't they?
Yeah,
what do you think?
Obviously. Yeah,
that would give you a no-date Rolex, which would be really cool.
Right. and it's sporty, and he likes
it is.
Yeah. Well, no, it is a sports watch. Of course, I don't know when sports science became sports, but sure, why not? I guess
Breaking Bad. Okay.
Right. Yeah, that's true. A bluesy GV Milgauss.
Yeah.
There we go. Done and done.
Done and dusted. So I got to tell you, this collection, I love looking at this photo. I could look at this photo for hours. I just love it. I can see the love he's put into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like it. I like it. It pops. I would keep the Seiko. I don't know about you. I would really keep that Seiko. Get rid of that Omega. I hate that Omega DeVille. I love the Speedy. Maybe. How about this, Clive? Instead of, if he gets rid of the Omega DeVille, how about a blue dial Seamaster? There's quite a lot of variations. And Omega, if he goes to Joma Shop, they're flooding the grey market. There's some real good bargains there too, because his collection is all relatively. These pieces are in amazing condition. What do you reckon?
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's really. So I'm thinking maybe goes to Joma Shop, get rid of the DeVille, and put in a like a Seamaster, or maybe even a Planet. Do they do Planet Oceans with blue dial? I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure they do.
Well. Maybe the Tudor blue chronograph, but then again, that's chronograph.
Okay, the Tudor. But see, he's got. Look, that's
he's already got one. I'd say Milgauss blue.
Yeah, I reckon the Milgauss I like because it's no date. It gives him a variation he doesn't have. It's a no date, simple. It's a great piece. It's a great piece. So, Clive, this is a paid review. Now, I'm actually going to be making my own video. I've already done it. I recorded it yesterday on this same topic, but he really wanted to do a review with you. So we're going to do 2 reviews for this guy. How do you find doing...
Not like that other guy that you did 6 or 8 reviews for, but okay.
Yeah, I sort of kind of got a bit shitty at him. You understand he wound me up or not?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
and you see, I can't understand that, because if he was a true Archie fan, I'd be delighted to have my own Archie Explodes video.
Yeah, I know. I know. You can't make that up.
The penultimate. That's the penultimate.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But no, I mean, it's just a really great collection overall, just for what he's got already. So yeah, blue Milgauss GV, and possibly a Sky Dweller later on, just to get something, just to get something with the blue dial, and that would keep. Yeah,
I know what you're saying. That's a good point there.
Possibly an Explorer 1. But that would, but I like the Milgauss in the blue.
Yes. The Milgauss is a cool piece. It is a very cool piece. You certainly can't.
And this guy also has a very individualistic flair. He doesn't go for what everyone else goes for. So actually, and yeah, I could see him pulling off a Milgauss and kicking your ass if you say anything about it. If he works construction.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. I really love this collection. I got a lot of feelings for it, Clive. I could look at this picture all day. He's achieved the American. I can see the American dream in this collection. Does that make sense to you?
Yep, exactly.
And that is a really cool thing. That's a really cool thing. It's $50 US for a paid review with Clive. This is what we're going to do. Clive, I wanted to ask you, this was quite fun. I don't know how you found this. This was really cool.
I love this.
Do you want to do another review?
Sure, why not? I've got a little bit of time.
Okay, now I'm going to have to, we're going to end this review now. I'm going to have to go onto my other computer, print something out. So I'm going to be about 5 or 10 minutes. Would that be okay?
Sure. What's this guy's name?
Which guy? This guy here was Kevin.
Kevin, awesome collection. Awesome collection.
Okay, so just say that again, Clive. Just say that again for him.
Kevin, you've got an awesome collection. And getting a Pepsi Rolex, you have officially joined the You Suck Club.
Yes, yes. I agree with you. I think he's got a beautiful collection. And I love it because I can see he's got hard work in there. It's not just some rich bastard who's just...
He doesn't have like a lunch. It's like there's certain people you can tell they've walked into like a boutique or a dealer's with like unlimited amounts of cash. And I call those lunch menu collections. It's like I'll take an appetizer out of column A. I'll have an entree out of column B. I'll have a dessert out of column C. There's no, I mean, yeah. And the guy's actually thought about it carefully. He's gotten a lot of watches that I don't really see him flipping these.
No. Clive, I love his collection. Clive, let's cut this now. I'll come back in 10 minutes and let's do another one. Just out of interest, this is the first this is the first live show I've done from the Paul Pluta channel. We had 31 viewers. 31. And let's do another one, Clive. We'll do another one soon. I'll go and get another one. Let me go and get. I gotta go and get it from the other computer, and we'll do it. Let's do it.
Maybe